Shalom everybody, Rabbi Shapira here. From time to time over the last 2 years, as God allowed me, I have been released to you prophetic videos. And right before leaving to Central Islamic Europe for an epic week, I felt by the Lord that it is appropriate for me to release this video to you. I hope that you share and like this video as we are watching prophecy uncover before our own eyes. You see, 2 weeks ago, the White House has decided to host Muhammad al-Julani, the next leader of Syria, a man that has been honored into the White House, a jihadist. Are you getting it? A jihadist that is honored into the White House, that is called by the administration a brave man. Here we are standing 2 weeks later, where a terrible tragedy happened in Israel this week. 6 soldiers have been wounded in the border between Syria and Israel, in the Golan Heights, right inside Syria, where Israelis now are being demanded and forced to withdraw forces. Get it? To withdraw forces straight from Syria. This is, friends, what is coming next. The administration, just as it's bullied Israel inside Gaza, is going to bully Israel inside Syria. It is coming where Israel will be asked in the name of peace to withdraw from the Hermon. And even central media in Israel asked the question, why is it that nobody responded for the tragedy this week of the 6 soldiers? It is because there is a fear of Donald Trump. You should know now that Donald Trump playing the card as he is the sheriff, the guard, and the Lord in the Middle East. He is serving the purpose that will usher the anti-Messiah and ultimately the Messiah to the world. He is not the anti-Messiah. He is going to be coming very, very soon. Watch out. There is an alliance that happened between Europe and America right now, and between America also taking place at this point in the Muslim world. Stunning to see a jihadist in the White House. In Ireland today, the Dublin government announced that they are taking the name of the park of Chaim Herzog, a famous park in Dublin, and they changed the name to the name Park of the Freedom of Palestine, to remove any Jewish resemblance from Europe. Are you noticing what is happening right now? And today, this Sunday morning, something stunning is happening in Lebanon. Take a note of that as prophecy is happening before our own eyes. And I quote from the Jerusalem Post, where it says, Hezbollah welcome Pope Leo to Lebanon. Let me say it again. The Hezbollah, the terrorist organization who beheaded the babies, who raped the women, who have supported and aided Hamas, is welcoming the leader of the Catholic Church today, as he stresses, and I quote, the faith and the union between the two Abrahamic covenants, Islam and Christianity. Friends, we are seeing the unholy demonic alliance between Christianity and Islam happening before our own eyes. And I quote to you to this, Hezbollah, according to both the Hezbollah Network and Jerusalem Post and others, will be part of the welcoming of Pope Leo XIV. Yes, indeed. His number is 14. The number of the word of David. Mashiach ben David. Do you follow it? This friend is going to be the last pope. And I urge you to read my book, Milchemet HaEmunah, that is coming up, and the Fall of Edom, to see how the anti-Messiah and the connection between the Pope to the anti-Messiah in these last days. Let me quote you straight from the article of a mainstream media. It says, Hezbollah welcome Pope Leo XIV, the same gematria as David, with a statement filled with complaints against Israel, not a bit shocked, as the pontiff is expected to travel to Lebanon today, this Sunday, after visiting Turkey. The Islamist group called Lebanon a diverse group of civilization with a common link of both Abrahamic faith, Christianity and Islam. Friend, this is happening right now. Listen to the article. The first pope bowed slightly before entering into the mosque in Turkey, and he was led on a tour of expensive complex able to hold 10,000 worshippers by the imam and the followers in Istanbul. Can you imagine that? The Pope is going there and he bowed down for this alliance. Friends, you need to know what I wrote to you in the Fall of Edom and understand what's happening to the world right now. If it is in the United States and you're asking what is going on, why is America lining up with a jihadist? Or what is happening right now when Hezbollah is receiving a seat of honor? The answer found to you in what I wrote in the Fall of Edom. Siman Bet, titled Marriage in Heaven, Divorce from Hell. And let me remind you that also Saudi Arabia just received an F-35 airplanes. And you ask the question, why all of this is happening? Here is the answer. The two kingdoms called Gog and Magog are equated to Islamic and Christian nations that will join forces in a supernatural way in the last days. Although the idea of the Islamic and Christian nation joining together is not far from reality, it is founded in the Hebrew Bible long before Islam or Christianity came forward. The rabbis of Israel, I spoke about this in the Fall of Edom, were able to point the way that the moment we'll see this alliance, we are there as a sure sign, an imminent sign for the coming of the Messiah. Within the two kingdoms of Islam and as Christianity, understand what's happening right now in the world. You keep on hearing the word Islamophobia and Islamophobia. Don't be afraid. And I tell you today, be afraid, because this union that is taking place in America between Esav and between Ishmael, also in Europe, start in a marriage that is going to end to our third world war called Gog and Magog that will take place, where ultimately will turn to a war against Jacob. You get it? They are aligning themselves together, but they are going to be turning against each other. Why do I tell you to be concerned? Because the word of the Talmud and the great secret of the Talmud. It says that Rabbi Yehuda says that in the last days, Rome is destined to fall in the end of Persia. In essence, the Western world, Christianity, will fall in the end of Islam. Look what's happening right now in New York City, a place that have more Jews than any place outside the state of Israel, where a Muslim leader takes over as one who seeks the destruction of the Jewish people and the Jewish state. Incredible. Wake up, Jewish people. Wake up, Christians, right now, and know this is not Islamophobia. This is a plan of Satan. A marriage that starts like that is going to end up with divorce that will bring all hell on earth. Get yourself ready today to Milchemet HaEmunah. We are in the days of prophecy. Raise your voices while you still have a voice. This is my word to you today as I'm heading to the center of this Muslim world. Read the Fall of Edom. I'll see you in Europe.